So, I had a question recently. What happened to the bummer? It's a good question, that, because not a lot has really happened. In fact, this has happened. A whole lot of nothing. I mean, that is exactly how I left it. There's still the small dent, small compression mark in the back of the seat tube. The fork, wherever I've put that, because I have no idea, is still bent with the steerer, so that can't really be used. And well, all the parts are still in the storage box. The one, I guess, saving grace on this is that I started to redesign the chain guard. The original one on this was all broken, so I wanted to get a replacement. They're kind of impossible to find, as are parts for the bomber, so I decided to design one myself in AutoCAD. So I'm currently working on that, and then I'm going to 3D print it. But apart from that, this is really all that has happened to this particular bomber. Over on Facebook, Paul contacted me and asked if I wanted this frame set, the frame forks headset on this, and it actually had the wheels as well. They're all off obviously the blue later bomber, which is chrome coated, and then the blue, I guess, plastic vinyl wrap is applied over the top to give it the chrome blue look, which I believe is it the super bomber? But still, it's a frame set to use. It is obviously worn. I have started to strip back that blue exterior to reveal the chrome underneath, and one of the seat stays is again snapped at the bridge point, so that would have to be re-welded. The wheels are rusted. There's no getting around it really. It's only single speed on the rear wheel, but it means I do have the original rims to go on, and front hub. But yeah, I was planning on maybe making something with this, and I still am, but I've also got this now. So that is 3 Raleigh bombers in my possession now. This one is fully working. I bought it kind of in pieces. Was it almost complete? Yeah, it was almost a complete bike. It just needed a couple of things just to go on. It needed brake calipers, that was the one. Obviously needed all the cables to go on, and it didn't really need a new set of tyres, but I decided to treat it to some anyway. Chain, that was one. But yeah, it came to me. I bought it. I saw it on eBay, decided to buy it just so I could have a Raleigh bomber to roll around on. So yeah, bought it. Decided to assemble it quickly in the dark. Got the calipers from my spares bin, ran all the cables on. That is the original saddle, but it's just got a San Marco cover on it at the moment, just because it doesn't have the vinyl that it should have on top. Stuck that Cosmic Trail bag on, stuck a good nice gold chain on, got the Schwalbe tabletop, huge chunky tyres on there, and of course Kellogg's reflectors. You can't go wrong with Kellogg's reflectors. Apart from that, it's an original bike, and it's been an experience. I've been riding on it. It's it's awkward as hell to ride. It's not good on your knees. It is not good on your knees, and the chrome rims are awful when it comes to braking in the wet. The only thing I found with this is the Sturmiacher nuts on the rear didn't have the teeth to grab onto the frame, so the rear wheel kept on slipping. I kept on dropping all the gears, which was annoying as hell. So I've bought the dropout adjusters and it's holding it in place nicely now. But yeah, I'm here comes sort of. I'm going to do some little videos, some shots of me riding this, and then I'll probably get back to talking about the chrome ones. Hello. Oh, those brakes don't work. Not when they're wet. Excuse me, guys. Cheers, chaps. Oh, actually, one more point about the current rideable bomber out of 3. I'm thinking of actually putting some alloy rims on there, building a new set of wheels with some alloy rims, so that would help the braking. But yeah, it's not overly nice to ride, to cruise around on. It gets some looks, people enjoy it, but yeah, it hurts your knees, it hurts my knees. But anyway, the chrome one. So the chrome one, obviously is covered with this blue plastic. I don't know how I would have applied it, maybe dipped the frame in it, but it's fairly easy to actually get off. I've been taking this off with a blunt Stanley knife and just scraping it back. Now obviously underneath you've got rust spots. Is this song going to play a game with me? So you've got the rust spots on here, which I think will clean up. Let's try that. So just with that quick going over, I mean, you can obviously see the rust spots are still there. They're not going to go away. Chrome has actually flaked away from these places where the rust underneath has flaked it off. So that is not going to go away, those spots, but I can reduce the size because obviously when it's rusted underneath the blue plastic, it's stained everything else. Now the chainstay has broken here. Chainstay again, I've said chainstay. Seat stay has broken here. It does go straight through to this leg, but it should be weldable, it should be repairable. Can you actually? Yeah, you can see that, good. So yeah, it should be repairable. If not, I could steal the section here off the other bomber with the dented frame and bent forks, stick that on, and well, I'm debating. Now, something that has piqued my interest, shall we say, are the old clunkers. The American clunker races, aka possibly, as you see, at the start of mountain biking. I kind of want to build a clunker. So I've been doing some research on it, and I've been speaking to Paul about it. He sent me this frame. And I think I've come up with some ideas. Now, I did post a link to a video that I found on Facebook of the 1979 clunker repack races, just so we could get an idea of what the bikes look like and what sort of equipment they were using. Keeping it caliper brakes, keeping it 3-speed and all that. I mean, I could do it, but it would just be keeping a rally bomber as a rally bomber. What I'm thinking of doing is converting it to canties on the front. That could be doable because according to that video, like stopping and starting it, there were caliper brakes, there were canties, drum brakes, and obviously the coaster brakes. That's where the repack name came from, because you used to have to repack your coaster hub after you've come down the hill because it's so hot, and if you leave it, it will seize up. So yeah, that's something I could use. I could change out this rally fork for a mountain bike fork with canties on it, and that I think will give me a bit better braking over the the long reach calipers, because the long reach calipers flex quite a bit. So that's one idea for there. Bars were very varied. There's lots of different styles, but I think a style that I could go for were bull moose bars. So that's got the normal quill stem, but it's got sort of a triangle rig coming out rather than one, and then the bars. So I could be using some bull moose bars on there. So yeah, I could be using something like that. I mean, from that video, it do look like they're using riser bars, flat bars, BMX style, things like that. So I reckon something along those lines would be good. Gearing wise, the most exotic ones, I should say, the most exotic ones of the time did have the 10 speed. So I could build a wheel with 5 speed on the rear. It's doable. The only problem I will have is spreading those dropouts, because they are designed for the sternum archer at the moment, so they're about 110, 115 mil. I have to spread them out, and well, I don't know how strong the joints are, seeing as one has already broken. So that would be one thing I have to do, spread those joints. But I think a 5 speed could be good, and then it's just getting the 5 speed to fit onto those dropouts, which would require an adapter. But it could be something to do to make it into a clunker style, clunker era, clunker racer bike. Yeah, down this end, double chainring is a possibility, but we shall see about that. I'll do some more research. I don't know if you guys have got any comments about remembering repack, or any repack you've seen, but I do want to make a repack replica. I mean, I could even go with the drum brake on the rear. That wouldn't be a problem. I just would have to keep it 3 speed with the drum brake on the rear, but I kind of really want to turn it into a repack. It might not be quite the style, but yeah, a clunker / repack racer for this specific one could be a way to go. And then I could take the fork off this, put it onto the other bomber, get that one all nicely done up, and that's how I could get round these issues. I don't know, what do you think? So yeah, at the moment nothing has happened on the first bomber. It's still as it is. I'm just designing that chainring slowly. Second bomber, which was kindly sent by Paul, really appreciate that, could be a clunker replica. I don't know, what do you think? And the third bomber, so I've just threw that together, and it is a rideable creature, yeah, whatever. So yeah, this is just a little update while I get everything sorted here. So yeah, back to the main content soon, hopefully, after I've got everything sorted with everything going on here, cars, and you don't want to know. So yeah, catch you in the next video.